Well, hello back, everybody, and welcome, Jean. How are you?
Good. Still here. Hello, guys.
Good. To just before we carry on, I just want to thank everybody for the comments in the comment section. We don't always answer everyone, but we are truly grateful for all the beautiful comments that you guys are
Hmm.
leaving. Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
We're doing the last little lesson in lesson six and point four. Be open of mind. Whoa, very controversial.
So, how are we open of mind?
Hmm,
So, for me, religions and cultures have caused all their trouble.
really?
Yes, because the thing I told you last week, whenever we were here, war, we are right. I'm going to heaven, you're going to hell.
Yeah,
We haven't got a foggy clue. We believe that. Do we know it?
yes,
We don't know. There's a big difference between belief and know.
exactly.
So I think religions and cultures, and certainly my own religion, unless I believe in Jesus, I can murder you, I can do anything I want to. But if I believe in Jesus, I'm going to heaven. Oh, no, well, fine. Okay. I can't accept that. Who says I am right? And I think it comes from our Father who art in heaven. And I have no idea who wrote it. All you guys out there that are going to get cross with me can put it underneath and let us know who wrote it. Because for me, my God has no gender. Jesus is the man, Holy Spirit is the female, and it's the only way I can live my life because who said God was male?
Mm.
So be of open mind for me means that if you're going to come here and your name is going to be Salam, and that's your belief system. I am not here to tell you what to do with your belief system. I can tell you about mine, but I'm not here to tell you about yours. And who says mine is right and yours is wrong?
And I think that's what the point is, that when you can share your point
Yes.
without me getting angry or upset or
Judging.
forcing you to
Judging.
accept my point,
Yes.
then that's where we can learn and that's where we can grow.
So we have to talk. Because if we don't talk, we're going to judging. And for me, we can only talk out of ego. I don't know if you agree with it.
Absolutely. Sometimes,
So my ego, I'll be
yeah,
talking, and then I'll end up judging you. And
yes,
I came here to love, not to judge. So
yes,
it's the judging that causes the fights, and then you don't talk to each other forever, and you're friends.
yeah,
Then you die, and everybody's at your funeral.
exactly. Well, it's so interesting because I mean, some of the best, most profound things I've learned was because I was open to experiencing or listening to what
Mm.
that person had to say.
Yes.
You know, if everyone believed you shouldn't go to India, it's a dirt trap, and then you go there and it's this absolutely beautiful, gorgeous country, and the same with South Africa, and the
Yeah.
same with all over.
Huh?
I mean, if we have this closed mind to those experiences, how do we ever grow?
We don't. And we can only do that by talking. And that's what I think is still wrong with South Africa. We haven't spoken. I know we're 30 years on, so we all say we should be further down the road. But most of us have not spoken to the guy in the street about what his granny told him at the kitchen table. So he's not going to move anywhere until we've had a chat about it.
Yeah.
Because everybody says to me when I say what is white privilege, they say money. And it's not true. So when you have that conversation and explain and talk to them about that, their eyes go very wide open. The fact that I'm in a 76-year-old house with a garage that's never had a car in it, that it's hard to understand that pale doesn't mean wealthy in South Africa and our apartheid mind.
And around the world.
We at least opened it up. Yes,
Yeah.
I think we're further than America. One of
In
them.
some parts, yes. And that's really how do we talk about it? That's the issue. I mean, it's there's these preconceived ideas and theories that go around, and we brought up with different ways of thinking. How do we start the conversation?
It was interesting. I went out for lunch yesterday, and the waiter was very nice. And my mind was saying he's not South African. Anyway, I eventually said to him, "So, are you South African?" He said, "Yes." So I said, "Can I guess? Are you a petty or a vendor?"
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he said, "I'm a petty." So I said, "You Jules's boy." He laughed like hell. He said, "Yes." And I can almost tell a vendor and a PD out of a crowd. I have no idea what the basic upbringing is from children,
Hmm.
but there's some attitude that's very different.
Yes.
And he then couldn't stop talking to me. And in the end, I went to my car and got a book and gave it to him. And he nearly kissed me. The I was jumping out because I said, "Do you read or are you just stuck on your phone?" He
Yes.
said, "No, I still read." So that's how you talk to somebody. I mean, the fact that I had a book to give to him is something, but you talk to them. And we don't. I talk to the guy in the street. I stop in the morning and I say, "Do you want a lift? I'm going this way." And my brother that dropped down dead said, "You're going to disappear." But I didn't. I don't know if I told you the story of the guy. So
No.
2019, I started giving everybody a lift. Before that, I gave females a lift that were going the same way as me. Anyway, I gave this guy a lift. And last year, I stop and I say, "Would you like a lift? I'm going this way." And as he gets in the car, he says to me, "Gogo, don't you remember me?" I'm like, "I'm trying to drive. I can't look at you." So he says, "Oh," he digs in his overall pocket and he brings out a piece of paper. And on it, he's got written the 2019 date and he's got "Love your neighbor as yourself." He said, "You told me this on this day and I've been doing it ever since."
Oh, wow.
That's how you talk to people,
That's it.
one person at a time.
One person at a time.
Anyway, I can do it. But
Uh,
not to talk is even worse.
yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because then we can never break out of the mold of that mindset, and then we'll be stuck of having that closed mind.
That's a closed mind, yes.
Yeah.
So an open mind for me is the only way we're ever going to go forward.
Wow. So how
Hmm.
do we do this? Besides talking, what else?
I don't know, but you've got to love your neighbor. So the first time as I pull out my driveway and there's somebody walking past, I'm saying, "Hello, how are you?" Okay.
Well, that's just manners.
And
That's just
but it
something
doesn't
that
doesn't
we just
happen.
lost.
I have many poor hobos that keep knocking at my gate, and I keep saying to them, "If you ask me, you're never going to get." I give voluntary and free to those that.
You feel like.
Yeah, it's no good knocking on my door every day. I don't have the money.
Yeah.
I'm 76 and still working to feed Mary, Smiley, and I. Okay, so if I had a million, I'd give it to you, but I don't have it. So try the guy next door next time, but don't ask me. I will give voluntary if you don't ask me, and that's how I do it.
Yeah.
Because not to do anything, if you don't do one good turn a day, I mean, how do you change the world? I
Ah,
believe it's one person at a time.
good. One person at a time. Start the conversation. Love your neighbor as yourself.
Yes.
Anything else?
Well, you know, me, I'm opposed to hate. So, with an open mind, what happens when I'm confronted with people that hate? So, I can only make one statement to that: hate begets hate. So, what you give out, you get back. I can't do anything else about that. If you choose to hate for whatever reason with a closed mind because I am right, I don't know how you move forward. But I've spoken to people. I've put people out my gate and given them coffee on the pavement because they spoke about hating my house after I asked them not to. So they were ushered to the gate and put on the pavement. And they had their coffee outside, and I had my coffee inside the
Inside.
wall. Because hate is an emotion that can't ever work for
We have
anybody.
to draw the line
Yeah.
somewhere. We have to.
So that goes back to social conditioning, surely.
Hmm.
You know, if you're told to hate, you know, me. My father said the Afrikaners bad. The Afrikaners are out that's doing the apartheid, not us. So we threw those blooming bricks. That's how we were brought up. But when I was big enough to realize, hey, that's not true, then I could choose for myself.
I think that's the nice thing also about having an open mind is that you can then change your mind
Yes.
once you have all the information,
If you
the
awake,
statistics. Yeah, you can change your mind. But even if you're not, you can see a different point of view and say, oh, okay.
you can, but most people are too busy suffering in themselves to even think that they can see a different point.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, great. Okay, so have an open mind. Starts with one person at a time.
Change somebody's day to day.
Yes, love your neighbor as yourself and just go out there and do it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's it.
Gene.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks, guys.
everybody. We'll see
Bye.
you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.